Saiba, the one thing that's very obvious looking at those visuals that we just showed our viewers after India's victory, clearly each of these players are enjoying each other's success, and that can only be a good sign about a team sport.
Absolutely. I think when you look forward to another person's, your teammate's success, that's a very good sign. That means people in the team are gelling with each other very well. There is a good sense of camaraderie, which is what you actually miss when you're finished playing cricket. That's the thing that you miss. And to see this, which will mean that once their playing days are over, they will still be thinking about these times, these happy times when you won. You look back, reflect on it, and you feel good. That look, this is what was the situation we needed to make that the difference. We created that happy environment in the change. So well done to the team India. Very good win. Make no mistake, 265 was not an easy target. I said anything over 270 would be challenging, but the 265 was not going to be easy. So well done team India.
Well, Gautam Gambhir is saying some people are perpetual cribbers, saying that we have this advantage. He said, and listen, we practice at the ICC Academy, completely different condition. We don't get to practice at the stadium. Overall, what's your view on the fact that many are saying that India are getting to get used to these conditions, whereas other teams need to travel to different grounds?
I really don't want to add anything. We've talked about this before. It's not even worth giving any second thought to. I think the coach has said, usual cribbers. I used the word mourners earlier on. I think last week when we talked about it. There's no point going at it and just giving them a little more publicity. Just concentrate on the final coming up on Sunday.
I'm sure the Indian team is also doing that. The other talking point and something that Gautam Gambhir alluded to, he was asked about Rohit Sharma and the inconsistency that he's shown. Yes, he's aggressive, but hasn't been really consistent in getting runs. And he said that a lot of times people on the outside look at stats and judge a player. We judge a player by the impact. And he's giving us the impact that we so desire. What is your view, Ben, of Rohit Sharma's approach in this particular tournament?
This is an approach which he has been having for the maybe last 2 years or so. Maybe started around the World Cup in India 2023, and that is what he's sticking to. He's had some success over it, perhaps not as much as his talent should be getting, because he's an incredibly talented player with a range of shots that not too many people in the game have, and therefore. From the aesthetic point of view, from the crowd-pleasing point of view, I'm not talking from the team point of view, indeed. From the crowd-pleasing point of view, if he bats, say, even 25 overs, 25 overs, India will be around 200 at that stage, about 180, 200. Just imagine then, and if they have lost maybe just a couple of wickets by then, just imagine what the remaining 25 overs, India will get to nearly 350, 400. So I think that is something that he also needs to give a thought to. It's one thing to go and, but this is the thing. But there has to be a little discretion somewhere. So you give yourself the chance to bat 25, 30 overs. And when he bats 25, 30 overs, he just takes the game away from everybody. So, that impact is a winning impact. And I think also as a batter yourself, are you happy with 25, 30? No, you should not be. So that is what, I would say to him to consider that your impact on the whole team will be even more if you bat even 25 overs instead of batting the 7, 8, 9 overs that you're doing.
Saibhai, here's a best batter on display when it comes to the Australian team. Current time in his career, really 26 at the moment. But I'm not looking at the age. Looking at him bat, it seemed like he could go on for a few years. What do you think could have prompted that?
I think that maybe the realization that the next big ICC event is going to be 2 years down the road, 2027, and therefore to make way for another younger person to come in. So that would be the thinking behind that. Also because the 50 overs might sometimes, is a format which does not always appeal to everybody. They would prefer either the ultra short format, the T20, or the ultimate format, the test matches. So that is what he wants to concentrate on. This way, he will be able to maybe prolong his test match career another couple of years, if not more.
How would you sum up his ODI career? I mean, test match cricket is known as one of the greats. But his ODI career, looking at that, I think 1200s, if I'm not mistaken, how do you sum that up?
Very good, very good career.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that he was not always at the start of that one-day career, not always a six-hitter. People questioned his ability, but the way he has been able to maneuver the ball in the gaps, run those runs, and in recent times, when you look at his, the scoring rate, it's been very good. Run a ball almost 100. If you keep getting that, then you're doing a very good job for your country. And what I can say is that to Steve Smith, you're a legend. Well done, well played.
Should Indian fans be worried? He's the same vintage as two of our players in terms of, because you said 2 years to go for the next ICC event. Could this also be in minds of, let's say, Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, same vintage as Steve Smith?
Well, I mean, it's up to them, isn't it? And why should we be worried? Are we saying that we have no replacements? We've always got replacements. So it's not that Indian cricket has got tremendous bench strength. So whenever these two greats decide that they've had enough, that's the time that we should thank them for all the wonderful things that they've done for India. Hopefully with another trophy in the bag on Sunday, and say thank you very much for whatever you've done for India.